friends, how are you? Today we're going to move on to the next letter of our alphabet, which is the letter M. And the project we're going to do today is going to be a glue and stick project. So you're going to need your white piece of paper, you're going to need your glue stick, you're going to need something to write with, a pair of scissors, and I have already pre-cut mine, but you're going to need either an old magazine or newspaper, and you're going to cut apart a bunch of different colored, if you can, different color pieces. And what we're going to do today is we are going to do a magazine mosaic. So first we need to start by writing the letter M. So grab whatever you're writing with, and we're going to make two big straight lines pretty far away from each other, going from the top of the paper down towards the bottom. See, mine are pretty far apart. I don't have them super close together. You want them to look like you're about to make a square. So now that you're done with that, we are actually going to find right in the middle of that, and we're going to put a small dot. Oh goodness. So now in the middle I have a small dot. I am going to draw two lines, each line starting at the top and connecting to that middle dot. One line straight down, connecting to the dot. Now I'm going to do it again, starting with this one and connecting to that middle dot again. And there you have the big letter M. So on the sides of our M is where we're going to create our mosaic. So this is going to be a pretty tedious project. I'm going to show you how to do it pretty quickly. As I said before, my stuff is already pre-cut. If you're at home, you're going to have to take some time to make sure you cut some pieces apart. You can also do this using streamer if you have streamer ribbon at home from birthday parties, or if you have old books. Again, magazines work the best. Since we're working with the letter M, M is for magazine mosaic. So I'm going to take my glue stick. Once I have all my things cut, take your glue stick and you're going to do a couple different circles of glue on your paper, like so, but you don't want them touching. Now I'm going to take different colored pieces of paper, like this one. This one is really good for a corner piece, so I'm going to be putting that one towards the corner. When you're creating your mosaic, you want to try to find pieces that you can put next to each other, but you're not going to touch them together. And I will show you what I mean in 1 second. And let's do a purple one here. And then maybe a smaller yellow one. No, that one's not going to fit. I need to have one with a point on it. Just like so. So I have picked out a bunch of different colors. They're not all squares. I just kind of cut them out whichever which way. And now I'm going to try to piece them together sort of like a puzzle. But as you can see, I left space in between all my different colors. So now I'm going to go back to my glue stick and do some more. And I'm going to continue doing this step all the way around my letter M. Make a couple different spots of glue. Again, not touching each other, but big enough that I can overlap if I need to. Like so. And I'm going to try and find some more cool pieces of color for my mosaic. Again, when you're cutting them out, make sure you have all different sizes, shapes, colors, angles. That way it'll be so much easier for you to piece them all together in the end. A mosaic does not have to be perfect or pretty. As I said, it is a mosaic, meaning exactly that. It's a mishmash of shapes that all fit together into one really cool picture. Let's try to find some other colors here that I haven't quite used yet. That one's not going to fit. However, this one does fit, and I need a smaller piece for here. Okay, so now I have added some more colors onto the side, and as you can see, I still kept them far enough apart that they're not touching each other. And again, I'm going to add some more glue, put some more pieces on it. Now when you get closer to your edge, make sure you try to find some that are close to the edge but not going off of the edge. If you feel that that's too difficult for you with what you have cut out, that's completely up to you. It's however you would like to make your project. I say that to you guys all the time, and I really mean it. Art is very hands-on creative. It's whatever you feel looks right and what looks good. Let's see if I can find a pointy piece. Perfect. See, I went and did a pointy piece above my M here. And I'm going to try and continue that across the top. Because I want my M to still be showing. I don't want to cover the M up at all. Let me put my glue dots all over the paper, but close enough together. I've got so many different color options here. Again, you're going to need to take some time to cut all of those out before you can sit here and glue it on like I am. So please make sure before you try to do this project, you sit at home and you cut out a bunch of different things. That way you have a lot of different options. Parents, if you are watching, this will help your kids with their cutting skills, with their gluing skills, and with their arrangement skills, which is something that we had started doing a while ago, but we didn't really get into it too much. It is a type of project that I like to bring up every once in a while, just to keep our friends on their toes and to keep them learning. So I am just about finished with my mosaic. As you can see, I went all the way across the top, and now I'm starting to go down the side. I'm being very particular as to where I want certain pieces. I don't want them to fall off of the edge, but I also don't want them touching each other either. It's good if you have some triangle pieces like this. I find those are really easy to line up with the side of the paper, just like I did there. I lined it up with the side of the paper. Same with the flat edges across the top, except for this one. That one I probably should have put somewhere else, but it's a little bit too late for that. So let's finish up what I've got here. Got a couple more pieces to go before I am completely done. Lining up my pieces, making sure they all look nice and they match. I'll find some smaller ones. have so many different options. I cut tons and tons and tons of these for another project that we had done in school, and I don't want to let them go to waste. So I'm going to use some of them now to do my project here at home. Okay. Now when you get to the end, that is kind of the trickiest part. So now that I have almost completely done my whole mosaic, now I'm at this bottom section here where I don't want anything to go off of the edge, so I have to be very careful as to what I put where. So I'm being very picky as to what pieces I decide to use and what I place where. Use a smaller piece. Starting to run out of some of the pieces that I need. That one should fit. Again, the end is the trickiest part, especially if you have so many different things to choose from, but you need a specific size or shape. Let's see if I got a triangle piece. I'm not sure if that will work. Oh, that worked perfectly right there. Now we need a small square. As you can see, I'm missing a small square piece and a triangle piece there. Let's see if I have a triangle piece. Now, if you don't feel like sitting here and sorting through all of the different things you cut out, you can take one of your square pieces like this, and you can go ahead and cut it to the shape that you need. Now I made a triangle piece, and I can fit that perfectly in my mosaic without disturbing everything else that I have already done. But Miss Johnson tends to make things a little more difficult for herself than she likes to. Now this piece is a little too small, but that will actually fit perfect in this corner. That's missing something. And again, make sure you have all different size pieces. Now I really like this one, so I'm actually going to cut this into two smaller pieces, and that'll fit perfectly in the two sections that I need filled on my mosaic. And presto, I am finally all done with my colorful magazine mosaic. As you can see, that took me about 10 minutes to do that all together. Again, I had already pre-cut my pieces, so the quicker and the faster you cut your pieces out, the quicker you can get this project started. Mom and Dad, if your little ones are doing this at home, make sure you already have all the pieces pre-cut for them. Again, this works really well with streamers. You can also do this project with any sort of paper that you have. You can just do a regular book mosaic, which is just writings from a newspaper like this. It's completely up to you and what you have at home. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a lot of fun doing this, and tune in for our next video, which is the letter N. Bye guys.